Hi up guys, Betty's back. Well, today I'm going to be doing a chicken tetrazzini, only a lighter version. Normally it would have butter and a creamy sauce in it and all sorts. But like I said, I'm trying to get some of the calories down, so this is like a Slimming World sort of like friendly, a lighter version of a chicken tetrazzini. So give us a second, I'll show you the ingredients. Okay, so obviously we have some chicken breast fillets, some spinach, it's supposed to be wholemeal bread, but I haven't got any wholemeal bread, so it's going to have to be one white slice. Some reduced fat soft cheese, garlic granules, some Coleman's mustard powder, S&P. You can use Parmesan or cheddar, which is what I've got. One onion, some spaghetti, some spray oil, mushrooms, and about 200 ml of chicken stock, which is just one stock cube boiled. So right, that's your ingredients for this recipe, so we'll get cracking. Right, so I've put some spray oil into a pan, medium high heat, got it warmed up. So in goes our onions, in goes our chicken, which I've chopped up, and 1 tablespoon of garlic granules. Might sound like a lot, but that's what it calls for. There we go. So that's that in. So now we're just going to keep stirring this, cook it for about 5 minutes or so until the chicken's browned off and the onions have softened. So I'll come back to you when we're at that stage. Right, these are about 5 minutes. They're just starting to get a little bit of colour on them. So it's now in with our stock. Turn this down a little bit. You just want a nice little simmer. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. And you get all the gubbins off the bottom of the pan as well, which is all goodness and flavour. So also into the pan goes our mushrooms. There's quite a lot of mushrooms there, but they will reduce down. I've cut them very thinly. So we're just going to leave this now to simmer for 15 minutes, and I'll come back to you at that stage. Okay guys, so while that is simmering away, I'm now going to make it's like a little breadcrumb topping for this to go with the sauce. So I'm just going to blitz. I've broken that bread up in there into the mini food processor. And there we have it, some breadcrumbs. So take out the blade. Into this we will add our cheese, just goes in, and half a teaspoon of mustard powder. And there we go. And you don't want to blitz that again, you just give it a good stir through with a spoon. And that will be going on later, because in true Betty style this is the bit I'm doing now, and then tonight I will finish it off in the oven. So all I've got to do once that has simmered is cook the pasta basically, and then this whole dish gets finished off in the oven. So I'll come back in a second, guys, when this is simmered right down, because it's got to simmer right down to a very low, so you're losing quite a bit of liquid. Right, so as you can see, that sauce, it might not look much now, it looks a bit dark of a sauce, but you see that's reduced right down from where it was up there. So that's reduced right down now, so I'll just leave that now, because obviously I'm going to finish this off tonight, and the cream cheese and all that's got to go in yet. So I will catch you tonight when I'm finished. Bye for now, guys. Right, back. So some boiling water for the spaghetti. There we go. I've got the pan back on, heat back up, so we'll come back to you when it's a little bit further on. The spaghetti's nearly done. Right, so pasta's just about done, so I'm going to put this into here, drain off a bit. And this is going to go into here now. That'd be a better idea to do this over here. Oh, that's good. Making a good job of that. I think I might have to get the colander out after all. One thing, be bagging it too. There we go. That's that into there. So that's still a bit al dente. Right, so now in with our spinach. I'm going to use about half a bag of this. It wilts right down. So put that on. Put the lid on, and we'll come back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Right, as you can see, that's wilted down quite nicely. So I've now got me low fat, reduced fat, soft cheese. I'm going to use about half of that into here, into the liquid. And you should see quite a drastic colour change with that. Once I get this mixed in, it should lighten the mixture right up. In colour, that is, obviously. That's lovely. It's looking good. Right. I'm just going to taste this for seasoning. Right, don't need salt, but a little bit of pepper Certainly won't go amiss, because we love pepper in this house. So some pepper. I'm going to turn the heat off. Right. Give that a nice mix. So I've got the oven on, preheated, which is a gas back 9, 240 degrees, 220 fan. And I'm gonna, if you remember my little topping I made earlier, the breadcrumb topping. So I'm going to sprinkle this as evenly as I can over the top of this. It's got the mustard powder and that in here, remember, and the cheese. That's looking alright actually. There we go. Right, so get the blobbies on. Into the oven it goes for 20 minutes or until it's golden brown. Whichever comes first, so keep an eye on it and we'll come back to you shortly. Right, so it's had its 20 minutes. Let's get this baby out the oven. Whoosh. I've just steamed my glasses right up. Oh yes. Wowzers. Look at that. Yummy. Yep, that tastes as good as it looks. Right, so give it a couple of minutes and I'll plate it up. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this baby out. Oh, smells lovely. Ooh. A little bit of that crust on the top. Whoa, that looks good. Unfortunately, all the breadcrumbs just going down to the bottom as I'm spooning it out, so smells lovely though. Right, get a little shot of that. Lovely. Right, taste testing time. Right, look at that beauty. Golden crumb on the top, look. Lovely. So I'm going in. Oh. See if I can get a bit of everything. Oh wow. Oh, that's nice. Nice and peppery. The meatiness of the mushrooms, chicken in there. Like I say, and that little bit of crunch off the breadcrumbs. Wow.
We did have this a couple of years ago and we actually forgot about it. We enjoyed it that much.
Wow,
We said
lovely.
we'd have it again, but we didn't, did we?
Yeah. I think the quick isn't better. I think it's dried out a little bit in the oven. A little bit more liquid. But it's not dry. It's just there's not a lot of sauce in there, but everything's perfectly cooked. Pasta's perfectly cooked. Chicken's perfectly cooked. Tell you what, that's damn tasty. Really good. So, once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and thanks for subscribing. Keep the comments coming. Any suggestions for recipes, give us either of us a shout and we'll try to accommodate it as soon as we can. I'm trying to do a little bit more, not particularly slimming well, but a bit less low fat. That was, I mean, the Tetrazzini that you normally do, it's got butter in it and all sorts, and a lot more cheese than that if you're doing a full fat one. So that's a little bit lighter. Absolutely delicious. So I will bid you a good night and farewell, and we will see you very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.